y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that anytime I open up a video, anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. We already start now being tongue-tied and twisted around here, but it's okay. We are going to continue to push through. So we're going to do a little quick video here just talking about these tariff checks, among other things that's going on in the wonderful land of the US of A. I wanted to start out by telling you guys thank you so much. I did get all of your happy birthday wishes, your happy belated birthdays and all of that. It really does mean so much to me. So I really truly appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And happy belated birthday to anybody who may have just celebrated their birthday just recently as well. But we're going to get into these tariff checks that, to be quite honest, I don't think they're going to be coming anytime soon, if at all. All right, but the president is still going strong, promising to give us these tariff checks. Okay, it says President Trump's announcement of the potential tariff funded checks of $2,000 have fueled excitement, not from me, but for those people already thinking about spending it. The Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has a different suggestion. He doesn't want us to spend it, which again goes towards the what's the purpose of giving it if you don't want us to spend it. So you're giving us food stamps, but you want to tell people how to use it. Now you want to give us tariff checks or stimulus checks, but then you want to tell us to save it and not to spend it. The reality of the situation is that there's a lot of information that's being released as of lately regarding the percentage of inflation and production and how much that is going up, and putting money into the hands of the people would more than likely drive those numbers up even more. But continuing on, in an interview with Fox News outside of the White House, Bessent was asked if the $2,000 check might contribute to higher inflation, which is exactly what I just explained to you guys in my own little way, in the way that the pandemic era stimulus checks did. Well, he says there are a lot of things that are going to happen next year, and the tariff checks could be one of them. He said maybe we could persuade Americans to save that, because one of the things that's going to happen next year is the Trump accounts. So we're going to move over to that. But here's the thing. You want people to save that money, but with the cost of living constantly rising, it's almost next to impossible to save anything. I don't know about you guys, but just trying to put $25 in the savings account and then leaving it there just to find out that toilet tissue is about $25 a pack. Okay. So the cost of living is going up, but the minimum wage is not. So it's pretty unfair and, again, unrealistic, in my humble opinion, for you to be telling people you want them to save this money when there's no way possible in hell for a lot of them. Excuse my language, but there's honestly there's no way that they could do that. You have a lot of people who are living on Social Security, their retirement. Everybody's not getting those golden tickets and those large monthly retirement checks and funds and all of that. So people are living on fixed income. You have people who are disabled. You have people who are relying on government funded programs, federally funded programs, just to make ends meet. Okay. Like I said, the cost of living, as well as everything else as it pertains to inflation, is constantly on the rise. It is trending upwards, not downwards, but you want people to put that money to the side and to save it. Very unrealistic. But it says the so-called Trump accounts were included in the Trump administration big, beautiful, or like I like to call it, the big ugly bill, and are designed to give $1,000 in government money to babies born in the U.S. over the next 3 years. So let's dig a little bit deeper into these Trump accounts and really talk about what that is. Alongside 529 plans and custodial accounts, there is now another way to save for kids, the Trump account. These investment accounts, introduced as a part of the tax and spending bill signed into law this past summer, will allow parents and others to contribute about $5,000 a year on their child's behalf, which then grow tax deferred until they turn 18. And for certain kids who meet eligibility requirements, there is an added bonus of free $1,000 automatically deposited into their accounts just to get it started. Okay, but given the multitude of saving options that already exist for kids, parents may wonder what sets the Trump account apart apart, and is it worth it? In my opinion, it's not worth it. I don't think there's anything that sets it apart. The only thing that sets it apart is that it's starting with $1,000, but depending on the bank that you go to, some banks will give you some money. It may not be $1,000, but the percentage in which, and I don't know, I'm not a finance, my specialty is not in finance and anything. This is just from my own general consumer research on certain and investment accounts. There are some accounts that grow that have higher percentages, meaning the financial institution may match, or may give you a percentage into that account every year, provided that you follow all of the, the criteria and everything that comes along with. That's about as much as I can tell you, but I really don't see anything that sets, these Trump accounts apart from any other account that you can find on your own. But that's just me. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys have any additional advice, if you are into finance and accounting and investments and all of that, then go ahead and drop that information down below in the comment section. I would definitely love to hear about it. But let's talk a little bit more about these Trump accounts. It says the Trump account is a special trust designed to give children a head start financially. $1,000. Wow. By the time they get 18. So let's let's look at that realistically, okay? And again, I'm not a finance major, so this is just me thinking off of my own intelligence. So if I have a kid within the next 3 years, right? And they give me an account that starts off with $1,000, and I can put up to, it says I can contribute up to $5,000 in there. We have an 18-year span. They don't get this account until they turn 18. Now, I don't know how much money is going to go into that account within that amount of time, but it's just not looking like anything, in my opinion, that would be very useful. However, it goes on to say account holders can access the funds once they reach the age of 18. At that point, the accounts are treated much like a traditional IRA, wherein money grows tax deferred and withdrawals are taxed as regular income, plus a 10% penalty if you take the money out before the age 59 and a half. Okay, I think that's for a traditional IRA, but like I said, I just don't really see the big deal with these accounts. There are some exceptions, though, including penalty-free withdrawals for higher education expenses or for those that come as a result of disability, domestic abuse, or natural disaster. There is also a $10,000 exception for new home purchases and $5,000 that can go towards a baby of their own. Now let's talk about who's eligible for these accounts. Technically, any parent can open a Trump account for their child, but only for children that you have or that were born after December 31st, 2024 and January 1st of 2029, who are U.S. citizens and have a social security number, are eligible to receive the one-time government contribution of $1,000. The accounts are slated to become available starting July 4th, which is next year, 2026, by which point the IRS will have also issued its rules for them, providing clarity on how the accounts will be or can be administered, among other details. So I don't really see the big deal with these $1,000 accounts. I think that your money and your investment would be better spent if you just go and take the time and do the research yourself and see what traditional IRAs or other investment accounts that you can look into that may have a higher payout if it's really in your intention to set your kids up for a head start once they reach the age of 18. I would do the research and do the legwork yourself. There's just something about this that I just don't trust personally. The full details of that have yet to be disclosed, so they're only giving us very surface level information about that. It's just not necessarily something that like I said, personally would trust. But hey, to each his own. On that note, that is absolutely all that I have for today in today's video, you guys. As always, Lord, I'm tongue-tied today. The links for these articles will be down below in the description box, so you can refer back to it for yourselves. Now, today is Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be posting a video tomorrow, but it's probably just going to be about updating things and that. But for sure, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a video on Thursday, so I just want to let you guys know that. But I'll definitely update you tomorrow. At any rate, definitely make sure you smash that like button, because it really does help to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing and you want me to stick around. Let's go ahead and drop some black hearts down below. Let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video, or just simply say I made it to the end of the video. And really quickly, I'm gonna say, remember to live, love, elevate. I hope you guys are getting ready for the holidays. Let me know what you guys are cooking, if you're cooking, or if you're traveling for Thanksgiving. And I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.